You were on last season of So You Think You Can Dance, so what was it like to come back this season?
To come back this season, it's really different than what it's like for all the other All-Stars because it had only been 5 months for me, and so there wasn't that much time for me to actually go away and do extra work on different jobs. I mean, I did the Oscars and I did a couple of jobs, but there wasn't much time for me to meet a lot of the other people who had been on the show, and then we didn't have a tour, and so it's very different for me to come back than it is than all the other All-Stars, but I think it was also really cool because to all of them, the format of the show and the way that they run the show is completely different because some of them were on season 2, and so everything has changed. But for me, it's kind of like, okay, it's only been 5 months, so I pretty much know what I'm getting into, even though the format's changed where, like, it'll be a little bit different. I still know what I'm getting into. And so, I don't know, I was just excited to be asked back to finally, like, go in and be able to let go completely and just enjoy being able to dance for everyone opposed to just being so nervous all the time.
Okay, so you said you were a part of the Oscars and you also did some work for Fame. So what were both of those like to get to finally do something outside of the show?
For Fame, I did that right when I moved to LA, so that was almost 2 years ago. So it was before I even auditioned for the show. So then the Oscars, it was an amazing job. It was for Adam Shankman, and he choreographed it, and he directed the whole Oscars. So a lot of us from the show, there are at least, like, 15 of us. I don't even know, but it was a ton of us from the show, from all different seasons. And so it was really cool to go in and just, there was this connection between all of us, even though I hadn't really met everyone. They were just all so nice and so open to meeting everyone because we'd been through the same experience, so that was really cool. And then it was awesome to be in the same room with a bunch of different type of dancers. Like, you had contemporary, ballet, crump, break dancing, just like anything you could ever imagine in a room together, doing a piece together. And it was just incredible because it's like the most extreme ways to move your body mixed into one, and to be able to blend that is really inspiring, you know, because most of the time we're always so separated, and it's like we're contemporary and this is what we do, but it was cool to actually be able to share a moment on stage with some of the most brilliant artists.
Okay, and I know that this week for the show you got to dance with Billy, who was originally in your season, but he went home because he was sick and just couldn't dance. So what was that like?
Yeah. To dance with Billy, it was really nice, actually. He's brilliant at what he does, so I'm not going to lie. For a second, I was like, I hope I can keep up with him. Like, I hope that I'm enough for him whenever he's on stage, because he is so brilliant in what he does. But I was like, you know, I'm not even going to think about that because I want us to be connected. And before we went into it, I was like, everyone knows that you're a brilliant dancer, so let's show him, like, how big your heart is. Because he actually is, like, an amazing person. And so I was like, that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to show. And I feel like through the process, because the story was so deep, like, we spent a lot of time talking and a lot of time getting to know each other better. And so it was just amazing to have that type of dance with him so that we would have the opportunity to, like, sit down and really go deep with each other. So it was awesome working with him, and I know they said there wasn't really that much of a connection with him, but I felt it, and I know it's there, and even if it wasn't there 100%, like, I know he has it. So.
Okay, so which other dancers would you like to get to dance with on this season?
Oh my gosh, I want to dance with all of them. I mean, there's not that many left. I haven't danced with the girls, obviously. Ashley. Well, I've danced with Lauren. Actually, I haven't danced with Ashley. I haven't danced with Alex, which would be insane because he's just beautiful and amazing. So I'd love to dance with Alex because I think he would just push me a lot to be better. And Robert. I actually knew him a little bit before the show. We would take ballet classes together a little bit, and I would go to Tierney's house, and he would be over there. So I think he has an awesome personality, and he's just really down to earth. And just, like, if you look at him when he's in the bottom or when he's on stage, like, he's so genuine, and he just wants to be there with everything that he has. And so I really admire that about him. And so I would love to dance with him. And then Kent, he's adorable. Every time he opens his mouth, I can't stop laughing. Kind of not in a bad way, but he's just so cute, and I feel like he has so much to say, and he just doesn't know how to say it yet, and so he's still trying to find that. And so I would love to be a part of that journey and just to work with him and dance with him too. So everyone's great.
I kind of almost feel like Kent looks like a younger version of Adam Shankman sometimes.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, I don't know, whenever I see him, I just feel like he's gonna kind of be like Adam.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I don't know, they just have, like, the same face, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
But, okay. So, also, what are your plans for after this season, since you're not tied down with this show for very long?
I actually do have plans. It's crazy. I'm going to be a part of this tour called the Revolve Tour. And basically it's for ages like 6th grade through 12th grade, and it's an all-girl convention. And I'm going to go in as kind of like a motivational speaker January through April, and it'll travel all around the United States for about 12 cities. So I'm going to go in and do that, and also like share my dance and share my passion for what I do, share my experiences in dance and life, and just try to encourage people to really go after what they love. And so I'm really excited about that. It's like I've never done any type of like public speaking, so it scares me to death. But it's one of those things that's like, okay, the opportunity came, and I think that like it's an opportunity to reach thousands of people, and so I'm really excited to just push myself past what I think I can do again. And so I'm excited about it. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know what it's going to be like to be on stage talking to 6,000 kids at once, but I'm excited about it. So we're going to see how that goes.
Okay. And also, I know that a lot of people probably wonder who watch the show. For dancers, I mean, I know for singers, like, on American Idol, you can star on Broadway, you can put out an album, and that's kind of making it. For dancers, what's the equivalent?
Like, so you're saying, like, for American Idol, they'll go off and they'll get a record deal. Like, what? I guess, I mean, with dance is such a wide, I guess for singing, too, like, you could do so many things. It just depends on what area you want to focus on. You could go on Broadway. You could do more of background dancing, like in music videos, or go on tour with someone. You could go into the concert world and do more stage work. You could try to get into more movies or doing commercials, or there's a lot of different things that you can do with dance, and so it's just whatever you want to really focus on. Or you can, like in the commercial world, there's so many things you can do without just doing one thing, and so you can do a lot of different things with that. So it's just about auditioning and kind of finding your place whatever comes to you kind of when you're searching for it.
Okay, awesome. And lastly, what social networks can people find you on?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook. It's just Kathryn McCormick. On Facebook, you can find me on Twitter, and it's Kathryn RMCC. And I also have a website. I've been really bad about updating it lately, just from being on a show. We've been busy, but I'm working on that. So it's www.kathryn-mccormick.com. And so you can check me out there. And I also have a YouTube account, and it's just Kathryn MC90.
I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor cause that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. You, cause it goes on and on and on.